really know what to do on this fine, fine snow day. So I'm going to answer a few frequently asked questions. I've taken notice that these questions get asked repeatedly, and some of them are very annoying. So I thought I'd just answer them one time so hopefully everyone can see them. Well, okay, first question is, what camera do I use? I use the Canon Rebel T3i, and I have the 85mm 1.8, 50mm 1.8, and the 18 to 55mm, using the 50mm 1.8 right now. Will you follow me? No, I will not. And it just turns people away and aggravates them when people ask. The answer is exactly the same for a shout out. I am not going to give you a shout out because you begged me for one. And I heard a weird noise. But anyways, if you beg someone for a shout out, they are not going to give you one most of the time. And don't use like guilt tricking people into giving a shout out too, because that's mean. There's no reason for it. Will you give me advice on this picture? Just any random picture someone asks. The answer is usually going to be yes, unless I'm sleeping or I'm not on Instagram or I'm busy. But I really don't like people like I'm okay with it if it's like one person, but when like 10 people start DMing me asking me for their opinion, I kind of get irritated. But I appreciate that you guys want my opinion. Just, I'd rather you comment on my Instagram, not my DM. And that's another thing. Do not ever DM me asking me for a shout out. Just don't bother. I will just delete it and read it and not reply. Because I really just am sick of people doing that. SFS. That's another thing. I completely don't mind when people do it. I think it actually opens you up to having like lots of cool accounts to follow. As long as they're like not like those weird, I don't know. But like I completely am okay with SFS as long as it's contained and not like my whole feed. If all of this right here was SFS, I would not like it. Because that is an excessive amount. Well, I've already ran out of questions, so I'm going to ask my lovely followers if I just said flowers. I'm going to ask my lovely followers if they have any questions. There's nobody on Instagram today. Probably because most people are stuck at that hellhole called school. I hate that place. Oh, okay. Someone asked me a question. I already answered what kind of camera I use, so I'm going to move on to the second part. When did I get it? I got my camera in July, I think. The phone is ringing. Are you gonna answer that? What fandoms do you belong to? I'm a proud member of the Hunger Games fandom. I like Lord too. I like Demi Lovato. I like a lot of people. I don't know. The only fandom I'm really part of is the Hunger Games fandom. How did you get into photography? Well, one day I was homesick from school about 2 years ago. And I decided to pick up my mother's camera because I was really bored and the sun looked really pretty. So then I walked outside and I took this picture. And I thought that picture was the best thing I had ever taken in my life. And then I started taking pictures of an apple. Not even a real one. It was a fake one. Like those fake fruit baskets people have in their houses. So I took a picture of that and I thought it was great. I thought it was very great. But it really sucked. But that's how I got into photography. What was your first camera? I'll go get it. Yes, I am wearing pajama pants. But my first camera, which won't even turn on, is this majigger. That majigger right there. Sony Cybershot. How old were you when you first started? I was 13, I think. Yeah, 13. So it was more like 2.5 years ago. And how long did it take you to get 1K? It took me like a year to get 1K. Like, I'm serious. I have had my Instagram for 2.5 years and it took me a year just to get 1K. When is my birthday? My birthday is December 11th. Where's your dream place to take pictures? Anywhere but Michigan and Alaska. And anywhere cold. So anywhere in the south. Or I would like to go to Greece where those white buildings are. And when I move to Florida when I'm older, I can take as many pictures as I want all year round and not have to worry about that tundra out there. Where do you find inspiration for your shoots and pictures? Mostly just Instagram and Flickr. But I can never compare to the people on Flickr, so I stick with Instagram most of the time. I find a lot of inspiration from Bravery 914 and Brittany Panda and Anne the Moon. Well, now her name's like Danny Loon or something like that. I'm not sure how you spell that. Danny Loon, I think that's how you pronounce it. What's your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song because I like so much music, but I really like Say Something. Where am I from? There goes that phone again. I am from Michigan. It is none of your business where, even though it is in my feed somewhere. But it is the worst place to live because it's freezing. Most embarrassing experience. Probably the old singing videos that I posted on YouTube a long time ago. I was all like, kind of sound like that, like a goat mixed with a cow. That was pretty embarrassing because my cousins found it and it was really bad. Oh, I remember what song it was. It was that one Pink song where she's like, "You are perfect." It was really bad. Okay. I don't really have that many embarrassing experiences because I don't really do anything. What are my goals for Instagram this year? I think 50K would look pretty nice up there. And I want to be featured by Waiting on the World, The Dark Mornings, and I would like legit cry if Color Me Creative drew me because she's amazing. My favorite lens is probably the one I'm using right now, 50mm 1.8. Favorite thing to photograph? People. Like, I don't know, moi. Not really, but probably other people more because it's easier, except for when I'm trying to photograph myself, I know exactly what I want. And it's kind of hard to tell somebody else. Favorite piece of clothing that I have? I don't know. Let me see. This is probably my favorite because I like tribal print stuff. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is mint green or aqua blue. What do you order from Taco Bell? Oh, nothing. I hate Taco Bell. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate. What's your favorite Starbucks drink? Never had it. I don't really care to either. Oh my god. And do you ever feel your parents and stuff will judge? No, I think they're actually pretty cool with it. They're really supportive about it. I don't know what people from school think, and I don't really care to know if they have negative opinions. What grade am I in? I'm a sophomore. In high school, not college. Even though I look like an 8th grader. New Year's resolutions. Get out of this freaking state. Ugh. Michigan. See, it looks like Michigan. This way. My other New Year's resolutions probably be more of like, I don't know, like be more myself at school. Because I really hate school and I think it's really boring. So I'm like quiet and tired all the time. So I'm going to try not to be that way. And 50K by 2015. I made a list once. Don't know where I put it. Do you ever do page shoots? And if so, how'd you make yourself known? I don't do page shoots because I can't make myself known. And I don't know, I just feel like it'd be awkward. Unless I did with like a friend. But like a stranger, I feel like it'd be so awkward because you'd be telling them, I don't even know if you're supposed to tell them how to pose or what. So I just be like,
That's the truth, Billy.
What?
That's the truth.
What?
You don't know how to tell people to pose.
I know. It'd be awkward. How do you keep your camera protected when there's a snowstorm outside? I really don't. I just, like, don't bring it out when it's really windy. And when I do, I leave it in the garage and then, like, go outside of the garage to take the picture.
Billy!
Milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Well, I like chocolate in general. But I'd have to say...
Chocolate!
But I'd have to say...
Chocolate!
I have to say that I like...
Chocolate!
I like milk chocolate. But I like dark chocolate as well. Do I have a boyfriend?
Billy, someone asked me about a boyfriend. No, I don't.
What's my favorite app? I like Flappy Bird. My best is 38. Well, I'm gonna go before this video becomes like 20 minutes long. I'm gonna try to make one of these again in the summer. I made one last summer, but it was really weird and awkward, which I'm probably gonna be thinking of this one in the summer. I'm gonna be thinking how awkward this one is, because that's just how it goes. So I'm gonna try to make more videos too. I just don't usually get the time, or I don't have ideas. Well, ciao.